Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, now today we have a real fun episode. We're going to be reviewing Nightwing number 91. And I picked this issue up this week. It was actually a cover buy. I just really liked how the Flash is kind of like running around the city so fast that he's leaving his lightning streaks. And his lightning streaks actually look um, like Nightwing's logo. So I thought that was really cool, and yeah, I just thought I was kind of a cover buy. I haven't been reading Nightwing, so I apologize if I'm not completely caught up with what's going on in the issue. Now, before we get started and dived into the issue, a couple things right off the top. First off, we do have our 100 subscriber giveaway, and when we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this book. It's the Suicide Squad #1, which is the first full team appearance of Deadshot, Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, Duella Dent, and the Black Manta. And all you have to do to be entered to win is like, comment, and be subscribed to the channel. All right, let's get right on into the couple other things that we have to get out of the way before we can dive into the issue. Now, the second thing that I always want to make sure I do is shout out the creative team, because without them we wouldn't have these comic books, right? So to start off, we have Tom Taylor as the writer, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this. We have Geraldo Borges as the artist. Adriano Lucas is doing the colors, and Wes Abbott is doing the letters. All right, now one more last thing before we get dived into here. If you haven't watched my reviews before, I do want to warn you, heavy spoilers are going to be coming up. And so if you don't want to be spoiled for Nightwing 91, then I'm sorry, we're going to go through everything that happens in the issue. But if you're on board, then awesome, let's dive right in, all right? Now, we start off and we see Anatoly Nizev. I'm mispronouncing that, I know. Let's just call him KG Beast. All right. So the KG Beast, the assassin who put a bullet in my head, who damaged my mind so much I lost track of who I was, who took me from the people I loved. It's hard to sum up how much anger I have towards this man, but it turns out my friends might be even angrier. And we see he's fighting some of the henchmen, and Flash comes in and just delivers a super punch to KG Beast, and he says some stuff to him like, uh, I know you can't hear me, but I'm holding a grudge against you. Basically, you tried to murder my friend, and yeah, every time you step out of line from here on out, I'm gonna be there to stop you, and I have the time to do it because I'm the Flash and I can control time. I mean, you know what I mean. Time is different for him. It goes a lot slower. Let's just say that. All right, so he steals his gun as well, and everybody else's gun, and it says, I could see the guns disappearing around me as Flash moves. Everyone is restrained and disarmed in the blink of an eye. But Flash and I have both missed something. And we see KG Beast pulls out of his pocket a detonator device, and he hits the button. It goes deep, and Flash is like, "What was that?" KGB says, "It's Gotham. That was a contingency in case any bat people showed up. That was the remote trigger for a bomb somewhere in the city. You have 1 hour until it detonates. So you see, you don't have time to deal with us. People will die unless you find it before." And he's like already figured it out. He's like, it's at the Gotham Library. And KG Beast is like, how'd you know that? And he's like, your Vance is full of bomb making equipment, and the library is the last search location in the Vance GPS. So Flash takes off. He's like, I'm on it. He's like, who are you working with? And he tears his hood off. And he's like, I won't tell you. I won't tell you. What do you think? What do you want to see my face as you torture me, right? And he's like, no. And he takes his phone that he found in the van, and he's like, I just wanted to use the face unlock. And so he does that and gets into KGB's KG Beast's phone. Excuse me. Gets into KG Beast's phone, and then he's like, Nightwing's like, take this phone back to Oracle. She'll deal with it. And then later at the home of Wally West, Linda Park, and their children, um, she's like, KG Beast, and Nightwing's. This is I forget her name. It's the girl that Nightwing wants to date. Is what I'm kind of getting from what's going on. I believe there is a ship going on here, and it's like, do people want Nightwing to get with this girl or not? Her name comes up in a minute here. I apologize. I haven't been reading Nightwing. Anyway, so they're talking about like uh, hacking into it, KGB's phone. Basically, they find out that someone named La Agente Funebre is a myth, and Nightwing's like, that's what I thought, but actually, we've tracked them down, we know where they are, and they're in Costa Rica. So, cutting a long story short, they're off to Costa Rica, and off they go. And he's like, we'll talk about it later. Flash kind of has some interaction with his kids, and Nightwing's sort of surprised that Flash can just like off and go save the world without worrying about what's going on with his family, or if people were to discover his secret identity. And then Flash, reveals to him, well, I'm actually quite proud of you, and I, because you actually revealed your secret identity to the world, and so now your loved ones are a lot more in danger than mine. People don't know who I am, right? And so they get there to Costa Rica for the Funebre, and a bomb goes off and explodes. Like, Flash kind of takes off. Nightwing's like, Flash, and Flash is like, I'm okay. I found a classic villain's lair, but guess what else I found? And Nightwing goes, landmines? And Flash goes, I found landmines. Well, whoever's out here, they know we're coming now. There's no point in hiding. And then it kind of gets into some nasty fighting here. He goes, that's a formidable group of killers, but they weren't expecting us, and it's clear they're used to fighting as individuals, whereas Flash and I have been working as a team since we were kids. And a helicopter kind of lands. Nightwing's like, Flash, there's a helicopter, someone's trying to get away, and Flash is like, I'm on it. He takes off towards that direction, but before he can get to the helicopter, he runs into a force field wall like Star Trek and completely knocks himself unconscious, and it's not good. And then this girl comes out, and she's like, oh, I'm glad the Flash took himself out. I really didn't want to have to relocate my operation. And here's where I'm going to give you a really awesome artwork here, honestly. He goes, and now I can just bury you both. Stay here. And he goes, La gente funebre. She's fast. I don't know if she's ever appeared before. If not, it's first full appearance. I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just first time reading Nightwing in a while. It's pretty cool though. She's kind of like a ninja, as you saw, and she's got that creepy mask, man. And so they're fighting, and he's kind of thinking like, she's fast, not just fast, she's good, she's a master. There's nothing flashy, no lunges for appearance or flair. Every strike is designed to hurt, to incapacitate, to damage, to kill. And she's not afraid to fight dirty. She doesn't want a fair fight. The blade is small, but I can smell the poison on it. Her eyes are smiling through the mask. I'm dead. And you can see in the panels like she stabbed him with the thing. And Nightwing goes, at least she thinks I am. But Flash and Mr. Terrific built this suit to be stab proof. And let me get her name again, I'm sorry. Yeah, Funebre. And so Funebre is like, oh man, what? And he just decks her real hard, and so he's like, and I let her have it, This one's so close I could get in close. And she's unconscious now. He goes over to take care of Flash, and he's like, "What happened?" He kind of has to wake him from his slumber, right? And he goes, "Hey, when I was unconscious, I was thinking." And this is the Flash telling Nightwing, and it's not easy balancing it, worrying I won't come home, but this is what we do. I know you've lost people and you're worried about losing more, but you shouldn't let that stop you and Babs from being a thing. And Nightwing says, "Babs and I," that's her name. "Babs and I, it's complicated." Flash goes, it isn't at all. I don't know how such great detectives can be so clueless. You already have a puppy and the same threat of death hanging over you. That's a shared life right there. You've both come through a lot of messy, painful stuff, and you both deserve to be happy. Now, with that off my chest, let's tie these people up, find where La Gente Funebre runs things, and bring it all down. So they go inside the building. They got everybody tied up inside there, and they're working through their computer systems and finding out what everything is. And Nightwing's like, I don't actually want to uh, I don't want them hiding or running from us. I want to use them. So he pretends to be Funebre and sends all of her other assassins that are still out all over in different parts of the world to certain places where he has people such as Aqualad and the son of Kal-El and others, as you can see there, arresting everybody. So they're arrested, and then we get this last kind of teaser for the next episode, and I don't recognize this character's name's Roland and Lady Shiva. Okay, so Roland says, "Blockbuster, Lady Shiva. Are you here about the Dick Grayson job?" And Lady Shiva says, "No, this is a courtesy. For the first time in generations, La Agente Funebre has been discovered and apprehended. Over 20 top assassins are in custody. One was found dead with his heart removed. Dick Grayson is protected from on high. No one will touch this job. If you want Dick Grayson dead, Roland, you're going to have to do it yourself." And he's just got like a dirty look on his face, like, all right, I'm going to do it myself. And there's no backup. It's actually a pretty thick issue. Kind of like I've always been saying when I do these reviews, man, the DC books, Marvel, you need to take a lesson in the paper stock category, because these are just a joy to read, as far as like not feeling like the thing's gonna crumble in your hands. Other than that, I think the artwork's really good. I kind of feel like maybe it was a slight bit of filler issue and building for the ship, right? Like building for Babs and Nightwing to get together. That's kind of what it seemed like it was going on there. Nightwing and Flash being good friends, like, hey, your best friend's basically telling you, hey man, the girl likes you, you like the girl, get the girl, or you should try, right? And so that was the underlying message to the story there. I think that's what the takeaway from it was. And then they just told a story that had some action, so that they could also do the love story kind of angle and have Nightwing's friend tell him, hey, you should talk to Babs, and still have some action and stuff. So that's why we had the appearance of Funebre, and earlier in there KG Beast, and kind of Flash and Nightwing just smashing through different opponents and beating them up and taking names and putting people in putting people in I don't know. I mean, he's not in Arkham, so do people go to Arkham Asylum? Anyways, I don't know. Comment below if you know. That'll enter you to win the Suicide Squad #1, the First team appearance of all the characters I mentioned earlier. And hey, if you guys do like this kind of content, you've stuck around this long in the video, not only like and subscribe, but hey, click the link below and shop on my eBay store. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow and have a great night, okay?